Axis Lambie says they still haven't arrested Scarface. What the hell?
They haven't arrested him because he didn't do it, Jack. Nice to see you.
What do you mean Scarface didn't do it? He hated Dad. He blamed him for every bad thing that ever happened to him.
Were you right about who he was?
All right, just because someone's your biological father...
Jack, answer me. Were you right or were you wrong? You were wrong because you were biased, and that's understandable because you loved Victor.
He was my father, and Scarface killed him.
He is dead, Jack. And even though we hate it, that does not mean that Dad killed him.
Yeah? How do you know this?
Because he came over here and he told me himself.
Wait, he was here?
Yes, before...
The cops let him go?
There's no evidence, okay? There's
What
none.
is wrong
the
with
cops
you
don't
people?
think that he's guilty
I
either.
saw Scarface at the safe. I saw him take the gun.
Yes, okay, just because he took it does not mean that he used it. He never went to Victor's, he never knocked you out.
You don't know that.
You don't know that either. You don't know who knocked you out cold, and you don't know who killed Victor.
Yeah, I got knocked out. By Scarface. Can't the cops check the gun he stole? Can't they prove that's what killed Dad?
Dad gave the gun to a homeless guy so that he could turn it in. One of those guns for cash type of deals. They haven't found the gun, they haven't found the
Don't
guy.
give me that fairy tale. You really believe that? Oh, I gave the gun to a homeless guy who, big surprise, disappeared.
You know that guy as well as I do. He's always hanging out at the dock.
Scarface probably shot him, too.
No, he's a serial killer.
All I know is he shot Dad and got rid of the gun. It's the only logical explanation. The cops find the gun, they'll have their killer.
And I agree with you, but it won't be Dad.
What?
I know it sounds convenient that Dad would just give his gun away to some guy, but the truth is that he would never hit you.
What are you talking about? He hit me at Dad's office.
But that's because he thought you were...
Yeah? No, go ahead, say it. Because he thought I was Dad. He only hit me because he was trying to get back at Dad.
No, he wanted his life back. He wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
Star, I know you keep saying that I was too young to remember, too young to know the real Todd Manning. That he's this great guy who totally understood you. Maybe he was. But he spent 8 years locked in a cell, drugged and tortured. Who knows what kind of man he is now? Once you start messing with his brain, he blamed Dad for everything. He wanted him dead, and he got his wish.
Look, you had plenty of reasons to resent our dad even before Victor was shot. All I'm asking you to do is to just not jump to conclusions. Let the police investigate.
The police? Are you serious? They hated Dad.
John McBain is an honest cop, and you know that. Why do you think Victor called him McPain? The police will find out who did this, I promise.
I know who did this. It was Scarface.
No, you're hurt right now. And you want to feel like you're doing something by finding out who killed Victor. But it won't bring him back. I know how much you loved him and relied on him. He bailed you out more than once, probably when he shouldn't have. And you trusted him, and it feels horrible without him. I feel the same exact way.
Don't give me that.
I loved it. He was my father too, Jack. For 8 years, I loved him. I wouldn't have put up with what he did to Cole and me. I would have told him to go to hell. But you can't solve this. You have to let yourself grieve. And think about giving Dad a chance. You're going to need a father now that Victor is gone. And you're lucky that you have one.
I'm not giving Scarface a chance. He killed my father.
What if you're wrong?
I'm not.
You don't have any proof.
Neither do you.
Is this a good time?
Sean, come in. It's fine.
I wanted to pay my respects to your family. And my mother, she wouldn't let me come empty-handed.
What is it?
Enchilada casserole.
It sounds great. Tell your mother that we said thank you. There's nothing like good comfort food.
You got that right. And about your dad, I mean your uncle. I worked with him a long time. He was a tough boss, but he was fair, and he paid me well. And he sure did love you kids.
Thank you.
And you should know that Lieutenant McBain is working around the clock. He's gonna find whoever did this.
Oh, we know who did this.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. He's just angry.
Understood. I just wish that voicemail I gave the lieutenant could be more helpful.
Oh, voicemail?
Victor Lord was leaving me a message when he was shot. I got the whole thing on my phone. He was leaving me a message about wanting to hire me. Then there was a shot.
You heard the murder?
Yeah.
What did he say? Did he say anything that would lead you to who did this?
Not really.
What exactly did he say?
He just said a couple of things. Just who's there. And then I guess he saw the gun because he said, "What the hell are you doing here?" Then the shot.
Oh my God.
John's all over it. You're gonna be okay.
And everyone is railroading my dad, but I swear to you that he did not do this.
They're not gonna arrest your dad or anyone without the gun. They don't have anything else that'll stick. Unless an eyewitness comes forward. Todd has nothing to worry about.
So, my God, what the hell are you doing here?
Hey, McBain.
Go back outside and knock.
But I have to tell you something.
Hey, you got a hand? Go back outside and use one of them to knock on that door. Come on in.
I remember what happened. The night my dad was murdered, I know who did it. It was Scarface, the guy who calls himself Todd Manning.